managed to keep up with those runners. To shoot this story, head to WJLA.com.
A 20-year Thanksgiving tradition continued in D.C. today.
1,000 volunteers helped make the Safeway Feast of Sharing a success yet again. They served about 5,000 people a hot Thanksgiving meal at the convention center. Everyone was in good spirits today as music played and food was served. Many of us here at ABC7 were happy to volunteer today as well.
You were out there. Lots of folks were out there.
Yeah,
It was a good
great time.
Yeah.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving to all.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no kidding.
All right, let's talk about what we can expect for Thanksgiving in terms of weather.
It's going to be windy. That's our big weather feature that we have. The rain is gone. We don't have to worry about that. We certainly don't have to worry about snow or any of those things. Around our network here, region-wide, temperatures for the most part all into the mid-50s, so still fairly mild. Leesburg, Virginia, Germantown here, Suitland, Gainesville, Virginia there at the Robert Trent Jones Golf Club, 54 degrees. And when we're looking at this evening's forecast, we're going to keep the temperatures in D.C. into the 50s. Windy conditions starting to pick up. Those gusts of wind tonight, 20 to 30. That's through about 10 o'clock tonight. We get past that and through the overnight hours, and those winds are really going to start to increase. And that leads our To The Points headline. Winds pick up late tonight. Overnight, 35 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts. That will go through noon. Our windiest time will likely be late tonight, 3 a.m. through 9 a.m., somewhere in there for the windiest time. And it's going to be even stronger from Interstate 81, the Shenandoah Valley, and areas farther off to the west with 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. For perspective, a 58 mile per hour wind gust would be categorically severe. So that's how strong those winds are going to be, especially if you're in some of the higher elevations out in the mountains of the west. Have your backup plans in case of a power outage. We were talking about this. Thanksgiving is pretty much the only holiday I can think of where it's cooking. The primary focus is cooking. So if you have plans and you got a bunch of people coming over and you have stuff on the stove and in the oven and you lose power, it could be a major impact for you. And so I want you to keep that in mind. Hopefully it's a moot point, not have to worry about it. But in case you do, I want you to have that backup. Wind advisory in effect for D.C. down to about Prince William County, and then high wind warning to the west. So our wind gusts getting up pretty easily into the 40 to 45 mile per hour range late tonight, early tomorrow, but really throughout the period 30 to 40, pretty likely until we get to about noon, and then those wind gusts drop off. So your planner, it's going to be windy, and it's going to be much cooler. We are up in the upper 50s, and some of you, like Cumberland today, upper 60s. We're going to be way lower than that tomorrow. 46 in the morning, wind chills in the 30s. Those winds will be around throughout the day, 50 degrees at 2 o'clock, and then the winds will calm. And your Black Friday shopping, I love the forecast here. Partly cloudy, seasonably cool. Going to be very festive with morning starts in the 30s and afternoon temperatures into the upper 40s to about 50 degrees or so. So great, you got the scarf and the gloves, you want to go shopping, good stuff for that. Weather alert tomorrow because of those winds, and then Saturday we're dry but increasing clouds Saturday night, and Sunday is our next weather maker. Some cold rain likely, and then the potential for a few flurries possible as we head on into Monday, and that will be our big focus then. Robert?
And now, the Toyota Sports Desk, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
All right, Bill, thanks. So ask any safety in the league today about who they model their game after. 8 out of every 10 guys, I promise you, will say the name Sean Taylor. 12 years ago today, Taylor passed away. He was shot during a home invasion. But the legend of Sean Taylor will live forever. Our Scott Abraham was at Redskins Park today at practice. He asked players about that long-living legacy.
Sean Taylor was a guy who I knew of. The way he played, the physicality, the passion, the heart. I still remember watching the Pro Bowl back when they were really hitting, and he blew up that guy. And I was like, wow, I never want to get hit by that guy. He's a guy who left his legacy here, and he'll never be forgotten.
I woke up around 6 o'clock this morning. The first thing I thought about was him, and it's been my idol. It's been the reason I play this game and the way I love it and play with so much passion and heart. And wish he was still here.
And Taylor was only 24 years old. All right, switching gears now in college hoops. UVA had Maine today, and Akihei Clark was just all over the place on both offense and defense. Knocks down the three right here. They really didn't have any issues with this team, okay? It's Clark again, this time on the defensive end. And then on the other end, Mamadi Diakite. UVA remains undefeated. They win the final 46-26. Golden Lords. Okay. And on the pro level, the Wizards continue their rough West road trip. I'm so sorry.
Say that again. Sounds really fast.
I know, right? Their rough